A sweet person. Endearing. Doesn't that mean, like, good to be around? Or how they be polite, pretty much. That's what that means. How to Cameron. How to Cameron. How to Cameron. Things not to say to. The best series on YouTube. I love these types of videos. They get me a lot of views when I react to them, so that's always great. Today we're going to be reacting to a BBC Things Not to Say To video. I haven't actually chosen which video I'm going to react to, but before this video starts... Oh my god, this intro is going so badly. Before this video starts, be sure to leave a like on this video if you do enjoy it. It helps me out a lot. Also, subscribe to the HowToCameron channel. If you are new today, it means a lot. Yes, it does. I've reacted to lots of videos that are kind of like this, in which the BBC pretty much rounds up some people who fit with the social category. So, for example, someone who is non-binary, and they pretty much go through statements that apparently people say to them regularly. They don't say them regularly at all. Most of the time, BBC try to just make them offended, which is pretty good. And effectively, they respond to them and get really sassy. And that's not something I enjoy watching, so... It's going to be a good video today, because I love watching people get triggered at pretty much nothing. Some of these people have valid things to get angry at, so I am going to try to be, you know, neutral. Not neutral, because that's the nice way of saying I'm going to be a pussy. But no, I am going to be smart. I'm going to react to these people. I'm going to try to empathize with them, because I am a very empathetic person, you know. There are so many videos of me where I've started crying because I'm so empathetic and emotional. Oh, wait, I'm just a psychopath. God flipping damn it. Today we're going to watch a great video called Things Not to Say to Woman at Work. Oh, God. Now, I would like to firstly start off by saying that I am technically a feminist. I think the term feminism has got a lot of bad crap against it. Pretty much feminism just means equality between all genders or something like that. They keep changing the definition of the goddamn word. It's really annoying. But effectively, I agree with that. I think most sane people do. Actually, I don't think any sane person would actually disagree with that. And if you do disagree with it, you're insane. You're not thinking straight. But the problem is, feminism has got a really bad rep because most people are very overdramatic about it. I don't think it's right to complain, though, about equal rights in the UK, because I think it's very disrespectful to people who actually have issues with sexism. Like, actual noticeable issues. Like, if I see women complain about how, I don't know, men objectify them in this country, it's stupid, because it's nowhere near as bad as in, say, Saudi Arabia. So I think it's kind of disrespectful to women in Saudi Arabia.
Calm down, dear. You're so bossy. Is it that time of the month? Oh, I see you've got my girls out. Of course I do. They come everywhere with me.
You know, they're making a sexual joke right now. I guarantee that they would get really offended if a guy made a sexual joke like that. Double standards? I don't know.
That's a bit inappropriate for the office.
I think commenting on the way I look is inappropriate for the office.
That is true. You are not allowed to have an opinion on what other people are wearing. How dare you ask someone if that's appropriate to wear in the office? I'm not gonna lie. People have a right to ask that, because chances are, if you're wearing... I don't want to get too controversial. I made a video in which I reacted to dress code speeches, in which these schoolgirls mostly talked about how the dress code is stupid because apparently they can't expose their sexual parts. And they did have valid points, but I don't think that it's something to get annoyed at. Like, dress code is dress code. Everyone has to follow it. Like, even men, believe it or not. You know? Men can't show off their goddamn arms in a formal environment, so why should women show off similar things? You know, I'm trying to understand them, but like, it's not something valid to get triggered at. It's dress code, it's law, effectively. You should listen to the law, pretty much.
You must wear certain sexualized items of clothing, heels, short skirts.
A girl wants...
What? Where do you work, love? Oh, I can't say love. That could be perceived as patronizing. Oh, crap. What do you mean, woman? Oh, God. Women aren't forced to wear short skirts and high heels at work. No, not at all.
I got fired from a job because I refused to wear high heels.
Well, that is immoral, but it's extreme. Like, not everywhere's like that.
Everyone says, oh my God, how do you drive a train with those nails? I say the same way you do.
What does that mean? Why are we talking about driving trains? Okay, I'm not playing Train Simulator right now. I would prefer to do that, not gonna lie, but we're not playing Train Simulator, god dang it. Wish I was, though.
I look at men across the office and I'm like, boy, oh boy, you look so comfortable.
How dare you compliment on someone's appearance? I think that's actually very rude in a work environment. How dare you?
They had a Dulux colour chart, like a paint colour chart of acceptable shades of lipstick that we were allowed to wear.
When I
I'm sure you're allowed to wear lipstick. Men aren't. Well, they are, but it would be seen as inappropriate at work most of the time. Just saying. And they do have a point. Like, for example, if you're wearing goddamn pink lipstick at a formal place, I can understand why an employer might go out of their way to say not to wear that. You know, it doesn't look wrong, but, like, it's the employer's choice. You have to listen to it tough, you know? It's only lipstick at the end of the day. I swear it's the same with men. Like, you have to wear, like, certain colours of suit.
When I don't wear makeup to work, people are like, are you okay? You look ill. And I'm like, no, it's just me without makeup.
It's just me.
You're going out of your way to be offended right now. No one is going to ask you, are you okay when you don't wear makeup? And even if they do ask that, they're probably asking that because you genuinely look sad because you're not confident. If you look confident and you don't wear makeup, no one's going to ask you that. Are you kidding me? You can't generalise all men saying this at work, do you?
Calm down, dear.
I'm nobody's dick.
Exactly.
How dare you be polite to someone? I don't get why people get so offended by terms like that. Such as love, dear, hotcakes. What's wrong with them? Okay, shut up. I don't like any of these pet names almost. I don't know what you could call them, but they look into them too much. Okay.
I'm nobody's dick.
Exactly.
Right, if I search dear, define dear. Expensive. No, I could be saying that you're expensive because I respect you so much. Your respect. I have to respect you. It's very expensive for me to respect you because you're worth so much. That is a compliment. How dare you diss my goddamn name of choice. Okay. I'm actually looking for the term. A sweet person. Endearing. Doesn't that mean, like, good to be around? Oh, how dare you be polite, pretty much. That's what that means. Like, someone's calling you dear. They're not saying it in a patronised manner most of the time at work.
Isn't it just total bullshit, though, that you can't actually have passion within an office without being like, oh, calm down?
And also, calm down is a trap in every situation. Like, if somebody says calm down, there is, even if you're like the chillest person in the room, you can't say I'm calm without sounding like you're gonna like draw blood.
What? It's not a trap. I don't get it. Like, people tell me to calm down. You know, they have a valid point, not gonna lie. But there's nothing wrong with being irate. I don't see why they're taking so much offence to this. And I know what she means by that, but, like, it's not a trap. It doesn't matter that much. If someone tells you to calm down, you can literally say, well, I didn't think I was actually being that irate. There we go, problem sorted. That's all you had to say. Whoa.
I think if a woman is upset, she's automatically emotional.
That is how it works. If a man is upset, they are emotional as well. Well done, you just defined a word in the English language. Well done, dear. Oh wait, I can't say that, god dang it. I can't be polite. Generally speaking, I would say that in some cases, which none of these women are going to bring up, women are treated better at work than men. I guarantee that that's relevant for a lot of people. I want to read your guys' thoughts, but seriously, like, even in the classroom, like, normally people have more respect to the women. I don't mind classifying them like that, but you know what I mean, like, generally.
You know, you get people being like, oh, cheer up, love.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
It's like, would you ever say that to a man?
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say cheer up love to a man. Of course I would. That makes sense, doesn't it? Love, like, they're just trying to be polite, and generally speaking, women are more emotional. I don't see what really the issue is. Obviously, this is all general. This is not specific to anyone. That's the point of these videos. They're made to generally make a group of people look bad. In this case, all men.
I'm always proud when somebody calls me sassy, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, damn straight I'm sassy.
You're flipping not. I guarantee you're like, oh, how dare you call me sassy? How flipping dare you, misogynistic? Oh my god, that's what you're like in your mind, pretty much. And how is sassy a good thing? It just means that you're smart and a prick.
Get back in your box, I'm the boss.
Oh yeah, get back in your box, men. And men, you're all evil. Go away. No.
Is it that time of the month?
You've been quite emotional today. Is it that time of the month?
Payday.
Still that kind of muttering of like, oh, so-and-so's a bit moody at the moment.
Yes.
And actually, you know what? Sometimes I do get moody before my period.
I've said before, like, I'm feeling rubbish today, I'm on my period. And I've had a woman be like, oh, that's so gross. Like, no, don't. It's like,
too much
you're,
information.
yeah, you're part of the problem. Not in.
Well, if she was eating, she would imagine, like, what's happening downstairs. And then that might be disgusting. Like, that's something valid that you can say. I wouldn't, I mean, in any other normal scenario, like, to say that, it isn't really disgusting. Like, I wouldn't care personally, but I can see why someone else would if they were, say, eating or something. I don't know. It's just ridiculous, okay, how they're getting so offended. And I mean, I can understand why they get offended by that, like, statement or question. But, like, it's not this bad.
There is a kind of hesitation when you're working in an office to be like, even in an all-female office, to say, oh yeah, you know, yeah, I have got my period.
Periods are such like taboos that there's all these ways of saying it without actually saying it.
So many times I've been in the loo where there's literally no sanitary towel bin. I've actually had to put soiled sanitary towels back into my bag.
You need to go to the bathroom. You either pick up your whole big rucksack and go, or you try to have to sneak it out and
To get like a jump.
This is
like,
it, yeah,
sneak the thing.
What are they on about? Like, this is so delusional. They're literally trying to make it out. Like, they have to keep secret because of something completely natural that they can't control. Like, they're just trying to get people to be empathetic of them, pretty much. Which is something that I have no respect for. I really don't. That's why I'm not trying to be reasonable with them now.
Times I've had to like somehow stealthily slide a tampon up my sleeve, and then you don't want to be stopped. That walk to the toilet is so intense.
No, it's not. You just do it. I don't see why this is such an issue. This is ridiculous. Oh, God.
Can you make us some teas, love?
I picked it up, I'm like, hello? And he's like, coffee, darling, hangs up.
It's just another way of somebody saying like, oh, the work I'm doing is more important than the work you're doing, so you have time to stop and go and make some tea.
It really does depend. Like, if they work on like a lower hierarchy of the employee organisation, it makes sense. That does make sense. And generally speaking, women do work on the lower end of the hierarchy. And I know that sounds offensive, and I know it sounds wrong, but it's only statistically correct. Obviously, it's wrong. I don't agree with it. But generally speaking, that statement makes a little bit of sense, but it is quite disrespectful. I understand where they're coming from on that one, but like, not many people are going to ask it in that way.
The way to get around it is you make them a cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly.
And they will never ask again.
So what
Yeah, don't be nice. You know, I'm seeing why these people disrespect them at work. Like, if someone asked me at work, admittedly, I've not had a job, an office job at all. If they were like, oh, can you make me a tea, please? I would make it because I would want to, like, form a good relationship with them, because then you can ask them back. They're not asking you because they think you're a flipping domestic slave. Domestic slave.
To be fair, I think the majority of my jobs that I've had in my life, it was my actual job to make tea.
They see the work before they see us, and then they meet and they're like, oh, you did that and you had a vagina?
No, they're not like that. That is absolutely stupid. It's actually insane. Now, they're trying to portray men like this. It really is. This annoys me so much. Because what they're trying to do in this video is they're just trying to rant. They're ranting about our whole gender, which is fundamentally sexist against men. That's smart. I'm glad this is where taxpayer money is going. And someone actually commented about how apparently BBC Three don't get their funding directly from the taxpayer. No, they don't get it directly from the taxpayer because of the TV license, but some taxpayer money is invested in it anyway. And BBC is a very state-recognised company. Like, people know the BBC is British. These videos are representing our country, and I think that's absolutely insane. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I've only been honest in it, so don't get too offended about it. I'd love to have a comment war. I meant discussion in the comments, not a flipping war. What is wrong with me? Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.